Alright then, back on it. Gonna fit the bumper now, see if it all lines up. And then for the headlights. And make sure everything's lined up perfectly and everything works good. And then we can mess about with the driver's side wheel and get that straight. And then we can take it for a test drive, make sure it works, give it a wash, clean, and should be good to go. I have got it running at the minute just because a bit of condensation inside, because when I got it the door was left open, so it got a bit wet. So I'm just trying to dry it out for the heating on and stuff. Hopefully I can dry it out and it'll be alright. So let's go with it. Obviously I haven't tightened it yet, but it's sat in there. That's this side, still need to tighten it. But you can see the lines there. It's all solid now though, but I just need to rather give it a little sand and a paint or just touch it up. Not sure what I'm gonna do yet. If you can look back there though, there's meant to be a bolt in there, but on both sides it's broken, so I'm gonna have to put like a washer or something underneath. Should be fine though. I'll figure something out, get it nice and tight. And it's the same on this side as well. So I'll sort something for that. Actually first, my girlfriend's here with some food and a drink, so I'll quickly eat that, have a drink, and then I'll get on with tightening these. Alright, got the all the bolts and that in. Doesn't look too bad, little bit there, but is what it is. And then this side, it's all on there secure now though. Let's put the headlights in. Alright, got both them in. It looks like the gap is a little big there, so I might have to adjust that, but let's shut the bonnet and see what it looks like. This is what the gap on that side looks like. Alright, that lines up fine. I mean, the gaps on these are probably not good from factory, but you know, it's quite big towards the bottom. It's quite big there. It's tight there. It's good along the bottom though. Looks okay. This side, big gap up here, tight along there, good along the bottom, loose there. Alright, all the lights are working. That's high beam indicators. Oh, fog lights. Yeah, fog lights working. Alright, sweet. Just need to clean this a bit, make this look a bit better, and figure out why the wheel's a bit, and then get it MOT'd and washed and all that and serviced. Happy days. Alright, I've just spent the best part of probably 2 hours taking the wheels off, jacking it up each side, measuring everything. Trying to see what's bent, and I honestly cannot see it. But obviously we know that this wheel is like kicked out at the bottom or pushed in at the top, which is probably rather the knuckle, the strut, or the control arm. But they all look fine to me. But obviously, even if it's out by like 2-3 mil down here, by the time you get to up here, it'll be out by like, you know, centimetre or something. So one of them 3 items is toast. And then I was like measuring with this. You can see nice consistent gap. And then when I go on this side, well, you can already see, so obviously I've turned the steering wheel to get this side straight. That's what the steering wheel position is, so it's a thing, but if I get it straight, you can see it's out this way now, and it's out this way and it's kicked out the bottom. That's top view. And then this one, nice and straight. So I'm pretty sure that side's good. It's just this side. It's definitely kicked out at the bottom, and obviously kicked that way or that way, whichever way. So that's probably the tie rod. If I change that, hopefully this issue will be fixed. Obviously you'll need tracked anyway. I don't know what this is. It's the same problem with Suzuki, so I might just have to change everything on this corner. Might start with the lower control arm and the tie rod. Probably get a drop link because they're always a mission to get out. Then I'll probably do the strut and the knuckle. I'll maybe see if I can get the whole corner on eBay or something. That's where we're at with this for a minute. Guess I'll clean all the tools up and go look on eBay for some parts. Alright, that last bit of footage was recorded a couple of weeks back. Been doing other projects, if you've seen on the channel. And I'm back on this now. It's the 27th of December, I think. So it's got a little mouldy inside, so I've got the engine running, the heating on. You see a bit of condensation on the window. This doesn't do cars well sitting in the cold, so got that drying out. Got some stuff to clean the mould. It's not too bad, it's just a seatbelt and stuff. So yeah, I'll just show you that. I don't know if that's mould. I don't know if it's just dust or something. So I'll give that a little clean up. And a little bit there. The seat's fine. There's a little bit on the handrest. I did wash these seats because if you remember they were wet because the door had been left open. You can see the seat belts. It's not too bad. It's got a bit of mould on it, but that should clean up alright. The rest of them look fine. I will pull them out and check. Just because if the car's a bit grubby, it needs a good wash. I should have probably done that before I left it to sit, but I'll quickly wash all this. And then I've got this new leg here. Got the knuckle and the spring. Spring's a bit corroded, so I might look at the other one, see if I need to change it over. But this is the only one I could find, so we'll get that changed over. I think the wheel bearing might need changing over as well. It sounds alright, but I have to look. But yeah, you can see obviously the wheel sat in. And on this side, it's nice, so hopefully that fixes that problem. And then we get it MOT. I did touch this up with a bit of paint, but I need to sand it back. So it looks a little better there. Obviously you can see I went off of the edge, but I just need to sand it back and give it a little polish. So yeah, we'll sort the inside out quickly. I'll jack it up, take off this whole corner, swap it with that, then hopefully the wheel sits nice and it can be drivable, because it has got MOT. It's got like 7 months or something, but you should really MOT them again if they've been in a crash, so I'll be doing that. But yeah, let's quickly clean the inside and then we'll get on with this. Alright, cleaned all that up. Seatbelt. That seatbelt was mouldy as well, armrest. Just a little wipe down over here. That was pretty much it. I checked the other seatbelts, they're alright. So it wasn't too bad. Right, got a little hectic out here. I could not get this off. I literally had to bring the air compressor out, use this, use sledgehammer, and I was doing very well beating on it because I had this on the whole time. So I didn't damage these threads. And then at the very last second, like it was coming out, but it was stuck. But it was actually finally moving. I couldn't get, obviously, when this is on and it moves out, then it's stuck, isn't it? So I had to tack the threads back a bit, keep hitting it. And then the socket, wherever it's at on the gun, wouldn't fit. Like this top piece of the socket would hit the hub there. So I was just hitting against hubs, so I was like, right, I need to like back it up a bit. So I used a stone, because there's plenty of them about. And then I thought I blew it all out, but it must have still been like a bit of stone in there. And when I unthreaded it, it destroyed the end of the threads here. Oh wow, yeah, that's a lot worse than I thought. Oh wait, is that? I don't know. I have got, have I got a rimming tool? Yeah. Pretty sure I might have a little kit that I can use, but to be fair, the nut does sit back here. So, as long as, well, we'll see. I'll put it back together and hopefully I can save it, but if not, I have to buy a new one anyway after all that hassle. This does look straight, to be fair, so I'm not too concerned about that. Obviously this is already new, so I'm not too concerned about that. There's the old new one, which looks like it's in worse condition than this one, but if it's not bent then it's in better condition, isn't it? So fit that now. Hopefully goes swimmingly. I need to try and put that air compressor back, but that was a mission to drag out here. Literally just had this just sat on it like that. Just doing that. And it eventually started freeing up and I started hitting it with a hammer. Because this wasn't powerful enough. Maybe I needed more air in the compressor or something, I don't know. I'm not sure what sort of PSI you meant to have this at. If anyone knows, let me know. Because I think it was at like 70 PSI, 80 PSI. I don't know if it's meant to be like way higher than that or not. Alright, I've got it all back on. Spent a long time doing that. Now, I think it looks spot on now. I did adjust the tracking a little bit as well. So that's good. You can be the judge. It's not perfect though, because I still need to sort the axle nut out. I might need to buy a new axle, or I'm going to buy a new axle nut, see if I can just send it on. If not, I'll buy a new axle and a new axle nut, and then that'll be sorted. And then the nut at the bottom that holds the lower control arm and ball joint, that nut is, I don't know, I tightened it on and it wouldn't like tighten fully, so I don't know why something's going on with that. I don't know if it's the nut or the bolt, so I need to replace that. And then the tie, not the tie rod end, no, yeah, sorry, the tie rod end, the nut on that is stuck. It's all tightened up, but the nut that like kind of locks it in, I don't know if I can show you, it's a bit dark. No, I can't really show you. That's stuck, so I need to heat that up tomorrow and tighten that up. Hopefully a bit of heat will solve that. But yeah, I can't really drive it till I've got that on and take it to get an alignment to see. But the gap up top, I can fit my hands behind it now. Before I couldn't. Same on the other side. I can fit my hand behind there. So it's definitely, it was definitely that was bent or that was bent. Well, I guess it's probably that, to be honest with you. I mean, it could have been this, but it doesn't look bent to me. You can usually tell when these are bent. So it's got to be in this here that's bent somewhere. But yeah. Also, it might need a wheel bearing. I'm not sure till I've tightened that nut up because it's a bit wobbly at the minute, but maybe when that nut's tightened it might not be wobbly anymore, but we'll find out. Yeah, I was hoping to get more done, but it's how it is sometimes. Well, I'm happy I've got the leg changed over. I know there's a couple more bits to do, always the way in it. So I'll get all that, I'll get some bits ordered and get that sorted. I don't know why this car's been a mission. And it's just like that sometimes, I guess. Yeah, so this one's pretty much sorted. I just need a couple of little things, and they should be perfect. I might make another video on it. I'm not sure. I just want to try and get this done. I've had it for too long now. Just little things that just build up, don't they, when there's like this little problem. But it needs all sorting properly before I sell it, so might make like a little video maybe of the other little bits, or just put it in the community tab, let you know. But like, you know, it's pretty much sorted now. Obviously the wheel's straight now. It does need a wheel alignment, but I've obviously tweaked that a bit, so that's also like this way's straight and this way's like pretty much spot on. So yeah, I'll get them bits ordered and hopefully I can get it all sorted in the next couple of days, and then I can get it MOT'd, washed, take some photos and list it for sale. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next one.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, hold tight.